Welp, that kind of sucked ass. Wildcard weekend has concluded, and what we got was a bunch of blowouts and one good game. Seriously, Wildcard weekend is where all the good games are supposed to happen. And they were all ass. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter how good the games are, it just matters who wins those said games. Unless you care about watching good football. And today, ladies and gents, I'll give you a recap of what happened. So please, sit back, relax, put on your favorite cowboy hat, and let's get reviewing dem games. It's teams like this is the reason the Chiefs stroll the Super Bowl every year, and that, folks, was our first playoff game of this season. What the hell was that? The Texans did everything in their power to lose this game, but yet the Chargers can't escape their nature. No, but for real, I'm convinced the Chargers tried to lose this game. The Texans offense really didn't play that good. Stroud overall played okay. He had some very good plays and some god-awful plays. In conclusion, he played okay. Justin Herbert is not a top 5 quarterback. I don't give a damn what the sports people say. He is not better than Jayden Daniels, Baker Mayfield, Jordan Love, Jared Goff, or even Dak Prescott. Yeah, I said it. They are all better. Still no playoff win for Herbert. Better to luck next year, buddy. And now the Texans won, and honestly, I didn't expect them to win. So congrats, Houston. But unfortunately, you have to face the Chiefs in a divisional round, which means your chances of winning are slim to none. But hey, at least you guys got another win this year, so yippee. Oh my merciful God, the Steelers are actually that bad. I knew everyone had the Steelers losing, but a small part of me was stressing, what if they did win? And thankfully they didn't. They looked pretty darn terrible. They did get some momentum in the second half and played fine, but the defense, oof, unbelievable fall off. The Ravens make it out of round 1, and Lamar Jackson probably played his best playoff game of his career. I don't know by stats wise, but from viewing the game, his play was very good from first quarter to the fourth quarter. My main dude, Derrick Henry, absolutely sensational once again, over 180 rushing yards. Golly, he's been a monster. The defense of the Ravens played good, although those 2 touchdowns they give up aren't a good sign, so they gotta get that fixed. I want to top this review off by saying, fire Mike Tomlin. Pittsburgh fans have been saying it for years. It's time, guys. It's time.
It's time.
Ho, ho, ho! Were you scared for a second, Buffalo? I know you'll play dumb and say no, but I know you were a little nervous when the game was at 10-7 going into half. It's fine, I was nervous the Steelers were going to pull off an upset. The Broncos, what's there to say? They're playing with house money, and for a second after that touchdown they got, there was hope they could win this game, but it wasn't meant to be. But hey, that's alright, because you made it here. So here's a cookie and some chocolate milk.
But this time next year, you better make it competitive, you
Buffalo played sketchy in the first half, but remember, they're the Buffalo Bills in the second, and laid the smack down on the Broncos' candy asses. Josh Allen played a very good game, and some glazing from the referees, of course. The defense of the Bills played pretty darn spicy. Now, I'm not going to say their defense will keep this level of play up for the rest of the playoffs, but for today, it was enough to defeat the Broncos. Meaning we get Ravens versus Bills, divisional round. Oh, mama. Give me a towel. Oh boy, this is awkward. If any of you people watch my vids back in my NFC predictions back in September, I had the Packers making it to the Super Bowl. And if you look at my NFL playoff predictions that I just did a week ago, I had them beating the Eagles. And well, here we are. 3 interceptions later, losing by 12, the Packers are out. It's funny because the Packers were going into the playoffs pretty rough, and it should be a telltale sign that this is not their year. But my dumbass didn't listen to my brain. Instead, I listened to my penis, resulting in a terrible take. Jordan Love, my goodness, played awful. Don't get me wrong, he didn't play as bad as Justin Herbert, but he played bad. And I feel for the Packers because their defense actually played pretty well. But unfortunately, when you're off the field because of 3 and outs and INTs, there's only so much you can do. Jalen Hurts, as I predicted, didn't play all that great. He played solid, but wasn't a huge factor. Saquon Barkley is just amazing. What can you say? Probably the best running back in the league, unless you want to argue Henry, be my guest. It got so bad, A.J. Brown was reading on the sidelines. Now understand this, everybody. I may have underestimated the Eagles. That's it. That's all you gotta understand. Also, I will say, it makes the Cowboys the only 2 seed to lose to a 7 seed still, so at least we got that. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5! It took 5 wildcard games to finally get a close, entertaining one. And thankfully, the game was expected to be good. Baker and his ragtag group of Pirates faced off against the resurged Washington Commanders led by rookie Jayden Daniels, and it was a sound football game. The first half, we saw the Bucs and Commanders trade off field goals and touchdowns to bring us to 10-10 at half. The second half, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers take back the lead with a touchdown. The Commanders are down, but not out, as they travel all the way down the field. The Bucs won. They're first and goal, and 4 plays later, the Bucs have the ball. And you'd think that would be the end of the game, but Baker Mayfield gets strip-sacked, losing the ball. Commanders got it. The Commanders, with this new momentum, use it to their advantage as Daniels hooks up Terry McLaurin for a touchdown. Baker and the gang ain't out yet as they march down the field, but they can't get a touchdown, so they settle for a field goal. 3 minutes left. 2020, the Commanders have the ball and they methodically drive down the field but hit a crossroads as they are 3rd and 1 and need a first to finish this game. And Daniels is wrapped up. Oh my God, what a beast! The Commanders get a first down. Now the field goal for the win. My goodness, the Commanders love their games down the wire. Very fun game, lads. Golf clap for both teams. God forbid we get 2 good playoff games in a week. No, that'd be just too much for us NFL fans. Would it, NFL? No. Instead of the 6 games we get, 1 good game and 5 bad ones with commercials every 2 minutes. Grade A plan in NFL. Good stuff. The Vikings are the epitome of a cursed franchise. 14 wins, the most by a wildcard team ever, and you lay an egg with 9 points getting blown out. Good for you. You were expected to be mid, and this year you were just good. But for what? Another playoff loss? I guess so. The Rams surprised the hell out of me. Well, sorta. I was very confident in the Vikings until about Friday when I read one of these comments on my videos saying, the Rams also beat the Bills this year. And that's when I thought, oh no, I've made a grave mistake. The Rams D-line was lethal, bullying the Vikings O-line and taking Sam Darnold to Suplex City. Stafford looked sharp as hell. Accuracy was damn near perfect for a 36-year-old. I should have looked more into the Rams when doing my predictions. I apologize to the Rams fans out there. Your team is pretty good and could play spoiler next week. Now let's do a little predictions thing. I'm doing a predictions because, well, out of all the 4 games that are left, only one of them I predicted to be right, which is the Bills-Ravens. So, yeah, I'm sure to do it fast. I know I'm wrong. But anyways, let's go. Chiefs-Texans. Now, I didn't expect the Texans to make it this far, as in beating the Chargers, but hell, here they are. They're facing the Chiefs. Now, as much as it'd be hilarious if the Texans won, it's not going to happen. It would be awesome if it did happen, but it's not. I'm going to say this. The Texans did very well against Chargers, but I'll say this, their offense still struggled. I don't know where this glazing came from. The Texans are all of a sudden back to being good. I think that game was more so on the Chargers just screwing up rather than the Texans having this master game plan. Like, C.J. Stroud still struggled, guys. And the defense Texans played very good. But again, they're facing the Chiefs. They already lost the Chiefs, so give me the Chiefs to win by 10 against the Houston Texans. Second game, Washington versus Detroit. Washington didn't expect them to make it here. But hell, I was wrong again. They're here versus Detroit. Now, it would be hilarious if Washington won. It's probably not going to happen. I say probably. I think there's a slim chance Washington could pull out an upset, but I don't think they will. As you get deeper in the playoffs, for a rookie quarterback, the nerves start to rack up in you. A wild card game is almost similar to a season game with the pressure, but once you get to that divisional round game, that's when you really start to feel the pressure to you. And I think the Lions are home off a week's rest, and I think we'll have a game plan for Jaden Daniels and the gang, and they'll get the job done, also winning by 10 points. The next game we got is the Los Angeles Rams versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, this game is a strange one. These teams face each other back in week whatever, and the Eagles took care of business. Now, we have a different game here. The Rams defense has really came into its own and has gotten better and better and better, and against Minnesota, they look pretty freaking good. The D-line is very good, which is concerning for Philadelphia, because if they can actually pressure Jalen Hurts and stop Saquon Barkley, they can make this game very interesting. The issue is that the Eagles defense is really, really good as well, and they could also slow down that Rams offense. It's a tough game. On paper, it looks like the Eagles are easily going to win, but you got to remember the momentum the Rams have and how much better the defense is playing. Damn it! Oh, my brain is telling me to take the Eagles, but my heart is telling me the Rams! Give me the Rams, baby! Rams upside Eagles and go to the championship game! And now the final game, Baltimore versus Buffalo. I predicted this game to happen in my predictions, and it's happening right here. And I'm going to stick with my predictions of the Baltimore Ravens winning against Buffalo. But I'm going to do a little analysis with it as well. A lot of people have the Ravens win this game, and some people think the Ravens are going to blow them out because they blew them out back in week 4. Now, I will say this. I rewatched that game. The game was closer than it looked. It was 21-10, and Buffalo had the ball in the Ravens 40. They did a stupid play, and he got strip sacked. If he didn't do that play, they were likely getting a touchdown or a field goal on that drive. That makes the score a one-score game. They're either down 21-13 or 21-17 in the fourth quarter, a one-score game. So it could have been a much closer game than it did besides that one play. Now, I'm not saying the Buffalo Bills would have won the game. I'm just saying the game was closer than it looked, really. And now it's going to be in Buffalo with the Bills having more momentum. It really comes down to, as I said before, who can slow down which quarterback more. And I'm going to stick with my prediction I did in my original predictions video, which is Baltimore beating Buffalo by 3 in overtime. And that is the review of the Wild Card weekend. Did you enjoy it, everyone? Did you hate it? Did you like seeing the Texans lay a bukkake on the Chargers? I don't know. That's up for you to decide. I'm getting the hell out of here. Goodbye. Good day. Leave a like and subscribe. See ya.